Hey everybody, welcome to my first ever live stream. We'll see how this goes. Oh, take two. Hey everybody, welcome to my first ever live stream. As you can see, there's going to be lots of bugs to work out. Here I am in my hobby room with my messy hobby desk, working on some terrain for Gaslands. I got an upcoming game and a bunch of other stuff. But what I want to talk to today is kind of a brief introduction to a challenge I'm going to do this upcoming weekend. It's for the 4848 organization out of the UK. It's worldwide. It starts on Friday, March 14th, 8 p.m., your local time zone, and ends on Sunday, March 16th, 8 p.m., your local time zone. So you got 48 hours to build a 48th scale. Now, they also allow you to build any scale. I mean, if you're building, a rocket ship, 148, it's going to be the size of your house. So you know, you can build it in 1/700th or 1/350,000ths or whatever it is. But and you could do 1/72nd. I do a lot of airplanes in 1/72nd. The eyesight's not what it used to be. I think I may be going back to 148. So I thought this is a good chance to get my hands dirty again on 148th. I've done a few armor projects at 148th. They're nice, but I haven't painted an airplane since middle school. So many moons ago, 1977, 78, 79, that time frame. Then you know, high school came along and I stopped building scale models. Uh, Anywho, uh, the I will put a link when I publish this to the 4848.org. I think it's 48-48.org webpage where you can donate. All the donations go to a group called, let me get it right, Models for Heroes, which is a UK based support group for veterans, active military, and first responders to help them deal with mental health issues like PTSD by introducing them to building scale models to reduce stress. So it's kind of really cool. You get to give back and help those that help us and introduce people to scale modeling. If you've followed my channel for any length of time, you know that I have a soft spot for the German Luftwaffe as well as German armor. Um, there's just something about their weapons of war that I like the look and I like the paint schemes. Not really happy with the fact that the Nazi Party was running it or that they ran a war. Um, so yeah, not the reason that I like German World War II. It's the look, the feel, the sound, the fact that they had solid engineering, that they were purpose built, and they really tried not to compromise. They really thought through the process, and I think they have classic, beautiful lines. And my all-time favorite is the Messerschmitt BF 109. To me, it's just the ultimate fighting vehicle, and so to get myself back into 148th, I have decided to go with a 148th scale Messerschmitt BF 109 3, which is an early war bird by Tamiya. And hopefully you can see that. It's supposed to be an easy build kit. It's got a low part count. It's got, one big sprue with the body, a pilot. I don't think I'm going to paint the pilot. Um, and then it's got a second part sprue with the wings, and like the flaps and the ailerons are separate. I'm not going to use the drop tank. And he's got several different nose. You probably can't see them in the plastic, but a couple nose options depending on what particular model you build. And then, of course, the clear, which I have heard are very nice. I haven't opened it. It looks super clear. Anyhow, this afternoon or tomorrow, I'll be taking these out of the plastic. It's not going to be an open to box build and washing them. I always wash in warm soapy water to get the mold release off to help with any paint. And the goal is to get the cockpit built up to where I can put it in primer as well as the wheel wells. I'll get those primered and probably get the wheels assembled. or I'm sorry, the wings and the wheel wells set in primer, not the full wings, the interior parts. And then I will probably move on to building the landing gear and those flaps. They're pretty simple and getting those primered. That's kind of the goal for Friday night from 8 to 10:30, 11 o'clock. Depends on how tired I am. I got a new part-time job that has me working weird hours. So right now I am exhausted. And then uh, paint up the interior, detail paint it, get it into its cockpit colors Saturday morning, let that sit and cure. And then add get the wings, like I said, fully assembled, add the wings to the body and the ailerons and all that kind of stuff sometime Saturday and get it in the primer. And I, so I decided since it has a low part count, it should be fairly easy to build. So of course, me being me, I'm gonna go not with a German scheme. These were sold around the world uh, into Finnish service, Romanian service, Hungarian service. The Italians had some. Uh, most of the Eastern Bloc countries that were against the Soviet Union had them. I think the Greeks actually had some too. But the one that I want to go with is in Swiss service. So this is the paint scheme. It'll be the German RLM 80 green with the red and white. Very much a Christmas color, but the Swiss wanted everyone to know, hey, I'm Swiss. You're in my airspace. And there are plenty of accounts of 109s shooting down 109s. Swiss shooting down Germans, Germans shooting down Swiss. So it's a really interesting little twist because no other allied country, and the Swiss weren't allies, but used German equipment on a regular basis. There's also Swiss shooting down American, Brits, even Italians, and some French, I think. They just said, no, we're neutral, stay out of our airspace. Um, so, yeah, I've got all these patterns and this size chart here, which is super hard to read even in person, gives you spacing of the stripes as well as the crosses. I've got those all keyed up in the wife's Cricut machine. And again, sometime this week, I'm going to cut those using Tamiya tape and hopefully they come out. It might be 1 or 2 or 3 tries. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm just going to go back to slicing tape and spacing them by hand and trying to get it as close as possible. I think for me, back to this, the biggest challenge is going to be the Swiss numbering system. They have that weird backwards J, the 307. I can hopefully get it to cut well. And right there, that J is just going to be weird. Anyhow, um, of course, me being me, I can't just build a model. I know it's going to be challenging enough to get it finished, but I also wanted to build a diorama base. And my thoughts were from this black and white photo I found on the internet of a Swiss plane. It's either on frozen tarmac or frozen lake. Either way, it's kind of cool. I don't know if I'll get the reflecting shadow just right because I don't think I'll get a mirror-like finish. But in anticipation of that, I went out and bought myself a big wooden plaque, and I had a piece of coaster material. It's like just crafty plywood, Michaels. And I said, well, let's try and see if we can get an icy base using Woodland Scenics snow, some medium gel, and Woodland Scenics realistic water, and some paint. I think I went a little heavy on the top coat, but it could work for tarmac or it could work for a frozen lake. I just need to use less of the top coat where this white looks like the frosty ice that needs to be less so you can see more of the water. And like I said, I'm going to cheat by taking the sprues out of the bags and paint and washing them up. I won't do any pre-painting, but this is going to get pre-painted. And the base coat is Rust-Oleum's paint. It's a satin. I probably will put a gloss varnish over it. So I want to get it painted when the weather warms up. I'll get it spray painted. It'll be a dark blue. I'll have to come back and paint the rim. And I may even come back in and build up the dam to put the first layer of realistic water. It's just straight realistic water to kind of give you that the depth. And then you come back and put the pigment over the pigmented realistic water once that's dried. It takes 24 hours to dry. So I don't have enough time to build the base if I don't do that. And base is not required. So I'm gonna call that a win. And like I said, there is a lot to this build to get done in 48 hours. I have no illusions of doing any kind of weathering. I'm not going to do the pilot um, because the picture doesn't have a pilot. I'll have the canopy closed. I may or may not get to canopy wire or radio wire. We'll see what time permits. And if the taping goes horribly wrong or doesn't work out well, that's might be where it ends, and I just take my time during the week to clean it up. But if I don't get it finished, I'll put out a video on whatever I can film. I'm planning a couple of live streams during the build, maybe like an hour here or something, um, for no reason other than or either I'll watch the live streams from the 4848. But I invite you if you see it and you're interested. I don't know when. I don't have a schedule set yet. I'll post up. Hey, I'm going to go live, and I'll do something. I'll use this overhead down on the desk. I've got to clean the desk off and get that set. So there's that. There's prep on the base. There's prep on the model kit for getting it washed. There's prep on my workspace, which is a mess right now, and I still have other projects. Like I said, not this weekend. Next weekend, I got a Gaslands introductory Gaslands game coming up with a couple of ex work buddies, um, and I've got a bunch of model railroad stuff I want to get done. That's in the garage on the other side of the wall. So anyhow, it's been 12 minutes. I was expecting to go more than 15. Like I said, it's a quick introduction, um, and we will take this live stream and when it goes into the archives, I'll edit it down. I'll get all the ums and ahs out and uh, put a few more links in, like I said, to what I'm going to build, maybe how we're going to build it. If I come up with a schedule, I'll put that in there. But I'll get this published out probably tomorrow because, like I said, it's 12. I've got 3 hours. I got to report to work, um, and I won't be getting home till late. So, but at least I got Friday and I think all of next weekend off, so I should be able to do this. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I hope you have a great week and happy hobbying. Thank you.